Okay, so this is recorded. Obviously, it's always good to do these recordings because for people that can't make the meetings, and she's already squeaking. It's good that I'll put this on YouTube. I'll put this on Vimeo. Here, you want to go down? Go. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. I did this on a PowerPoint. Okay, perfect. I got that, and now, okay, let me just make sure. I'm going to unmute one of you guys. I just want to make sure that you guys can see the Coach Opportunity webinar page. Actually, I can't unmute it from here. So I'm going to test it right now. Right now, you guys can see the webinar. I'm going to take it away right now. I'm going to stop screen share. Do a test. Okay, can one of you guys type? Did you guys see that? Did you guys see the page? Okay. Thank you, Lizzie and Haley, and for all of the other 12 ghosted people. Now 13 ghosted people. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and share the desktop again. What? Shh. Okay. Ba-bum. Okay, so welcome to the Coach Opportunity webinar. This should be considerably less than an hour. Basically, what I hope for you guys to gain from this is a little bit about what it is that we do with Team Beachbody, why Brooke and I decided to get involved, both as customers and then as when we started to dive into the coaching realm. These are some pictures. These are all actually pictures of our team, all the way from the lower left, which was last year's Success Club trip where we were on a cruise. Lower right is obviously Brooke with Autumn Calabrese, and then actually that's a fit club to the on the lower right at a gym. That's actually Ed Hawkins, a dentist who I had met on one of the message boards, and he started a fit club in his small town of Pictou, Nova Scotia. So he's kind of started to transform that city. Okay, I wanted to start a little bit in a little bit of an interesting way with some videos, and I found this one. This one, it was created. This is a 2-minute what is Beachbody coaching from Christine Dwyer, and I really liked it because it really kind of captured what it is that we do. Hold on, let me. And this isn't letting me see here. Okay, now here's how I'm going to get that. I'm going here. I'm stopping screen sharing. And now you are going to see, obviously you can see this is a new software for me. Okay, what is Beachbody coaching? Copy. Okay. So first I want to play this video for you. All right. Let me share my desktop again. Some of that still gives me chills because it was from our summit last year, which was pretty crazy. Let me advance to this slide. So as you can see, by the way, with the coach opportunity, you know, when Brooke and I got started, and first, obviously, this is Brooke, my fiance. We first met, we were not engaged. And this is actually an older slide. She's actually not a diamond coach. She's actually a 4-star diamond coach right now. Brooke and I, we started in the end of 2013. A friend of mine introduced me to Insanity Asylum, and he asked me if I wanted to mix up my workouts because I said I was kind of bored. To be honest with you, Brooke was really looking for something. I'm just always open for trying new things. And so it was kind of a smooth transition. All of a sudden, I found myself getting probably the best workout of my life. And I'm a group fitness trainer. I've been exercising my whole life. I was so surprised with how invigorated I felt after my workout. And then I started incorporating this superfood shake. I was able to stop taking all these other green supplements that I was taking. And so for me, I was like, wow, this is really cool. And I don't mind spending the money because the value that I'm getting from it is far outweighing, anything that I happen to be spending on the programs or whatever. And then Shakeology, I tried Visalis and Isogenics, and they were okay. But at that time, I didn't know. I knew Shakeology was known as the most expensive out of all the shakes, and I didn't really know if there was a difference. And then, of course, a year and a half later, and you start to appreciate and realize all the superfoods it has in it, and the fact that it is so much more complete than anything else on the market. That's why I feel that way. And that's why when we give it to people, they are starting to not only lose weight, but they're starting to get off their medication, and it's really transforming lives. And so when we had the opportunity to get a discount on the products, that's how it slowly transitioned into us being coaches. But I'll kind of, I digress. I'll get into that. So for those of you guys who don't know, Brooke is a full-time hygienist. She is a former binge eater. Absolutely loves, as well as I do, the 21-Day Fix, which is one of Beachbody's programs that's based on portion control. She loves to travel like me, and her goal is, which was one of her reasons for being with Beachbody, is, listen, before we have kids, like I want to spend all the important moments with my kids. I want to stay home with my future kids while helping others. And she's a Shakeology lifer, obviously, because it's really transformed her energy. The biggest things that she felt besides losing weight is she started feeling more energy in the morning. Her skin cleared up. Her cravings were gone. So things like that. So about me, this is actually, it's funny. This picture on the upper right it's actually one of the earliest pictures that I ever took of transformation photos. And it wasn't like that was like my asylum transformation, which may not seem like a lot, but for me it was. So I'm a Star Diamond coach. I'm a pediatric dentist, and for me, like I was saying before, I was bored with the gym and just doing the same old thing. So for me, I was introduced with the fitness programs, and then Brooke actually was the one that said, why don't you try Shakeology? And it's really a life changer. And so for me, we both kind of got on Shakeology. Really just we were open to trying it, and we were just so surprised. We're like, we'll give it 30 days. And it really was a life changer for us because it makes things easier for us. We both lead very busy lives. And so even meal prepping and everything, there's still days like yesterday, I was totally off. And at night, I really needed something and I was ready to crave the world, but at least I was able to make a shake really quickly. Sometimes I'll make a shake with almond milk, or sometimes I'll have a shake with almond milk. I'll heat it up and make kind of like a lava cake. And it's really just kind of transformed the way that I eat and the way that I feel. So if you notice with Beachbody, the first thing is with Team Beachbody is what is it doing? What is it doing for you? And just like any other network marketing or relational marketing company, like I call it, is that every one of those companies or stationary companies like Best Buy or Apple, they all have products, and you have to believe in the products. So at the beginning, we didn't even understand what the coaching opportunity was, but we believed in the products because it was helping, it was changing the way that we felt. And then we were recommending it to people before we became coaches, and it was starting to help them too. And we were all holding each other accountable. So initially, it was something that we bought into, and then we signed up as just distributors because we wanted the 25% discount. And in one of these slides, I'll kind of talk about exactly what happens when you're a coach. But I just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of the basis, because when we first started in 2013, a lot of people think, and for some of you guys may not know, but we have, I think, the fastest growing team this past quarter out of 300,000 coaches, which means that it's gotten big fast. And yet at the end of 2013, you would have said, it's two professionals that are really doing it for the discount. I don't see how they have the time to really be full-time coaches and really inspire other people and really be network marketing professionals. It really doesn't make sense. So at the beginning, it really didn't make sense to us. Well, what happened was people just like us were starting to believe, and they were starting to follow us and listen to us, both on social media and just out in the real world, people that we're talking to. You know, if I point here, this is my buddy who signed me up for Shakeology, my buddy Sean Grove, who's on my baseball team. Sarah Graham's a hygienist. We have another hygienist. Ed Hawkins is a dentist. Chanel is a physical therapist who Brooke knew from her hometown. So initially, it was basically just people that were kind of like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, is that we just started sharing what was making us feel good. And so we were recommending it to other people, and everyone's like, this is kind of cool. All of a sudden, I'm in these private Facebook groups and private accountability groups with other moms, dads, professionals. And we're like posting these pictures like we're kids again, and before and afters and accountability, and we're challenging ourselves, and we're trying to get somewhere. This isn't about the before and after picture. This is about a bunch of people banding together, holding each other accountable through obstacles and through struggles, and just living life. We are, we're filled with so much negativity in our lives that the people around us don't make us better. I looked at Brooke and I was like, how can we not do this? Even though we're completely busy, this is, by every minute that we do this, and that we're bringing our team together, and then we're inspiring other people, and we're sharing our story, regardless if people want to hear it or not, it's making us better people because there's new challenges every day. And so our team, I honestly believe, when I created TNT Nation, which stands for Transform and Teach, transform your life and teach others. I honestly feel like it's no other. Like it's like no other team, because we're full of professionals. We're very selective with who joins our tribe. and who's going to be a fit and who isn't. So on the surface, that's what we are. So what we do is we share, we love our products. We're busy people. We are not experts. We do not sell, and we provide the training. For those listening on the call that are coaches, you know that our process is completely, we've made the structure of it in terms of the training, in terms of onboarding coaches and onboarding customers, very duplicatable. So it's like step by step by step. The secret sauce is in your passion, and that's where the success comes. So before Team Beachbody, they had Beachbody. And I'm going to run through this slide really quickly, but basically they had all the fitness programs. Started in 1998 by Carl Deichler and John Congdon. And John Congdon's kind of like the silent giant, and Carl Deichler is the CEO. He's like the vocal guy. And in 2017, Beachbody launched. What they found was that the infomercials were doing really well, but the programs, people were not completing the programs. So in 2007, they added their distributor line. So independent distributors called Team Beachbody coaches, basically, instead of putting all marketing, besides infomercials, instead of spending all this extra marketing money, they use us and they incentivize us. But we're also there to share our stories. Team Beachbody coaches are people that believe in the products, and we want to share our stories with basically people that are like us, but with the world, because you never know. There's so many people out there that if you look at them, some people that know it, that need it more than anybody, they're the ones that would never step up or say anything that they need help. And that's what we do. I had a conversation with somebody the other day, and they asked me, they said, I don't understand. How could you just, kind of go up to people and find out if they're interested in maybe Shakeology or a fitness program or leading a healthy, fulfilling life? And I said, well, it's simple. My job is to form relationships with people and ask questions. If there's anything that triggers something that I think that I may be able to help them, then I provide some value for them. That's it. There's no soliciting. And that's why Team Beachbody is unlike any other network marketing company, anything else that I've ever done, is that it is the complete solution. Diet, fitness, nutrition, accountability, and support. And I'm surrounded by people that make me better. So Team Beachbody revenue growth since 2007, as you can see, has been it's starting to go parabolically up. And they just expanded into, and there's the coach growth. It's now at 300,000. And they just expanded into Canada. They will be in Europe, I bet, next year, which is another reason why all of a sudden things are really starting to ramp up. Again, what makes Team Beachbody unique? Fitness, nutrition, rewards, and peer support. We're the only ones that have these amazing accountability groups, along with the fitness program with the nutrition coupled together, because that is what gives you long-lasting success. The first phase is transforming your life. You're an example for not only yourself and for your children, which is one of the big reasons why I did this as a pediatric dentist, is to be the example for our kids. And then the second phase is to serve others. So this is the key to it all, which is Shakeology. And I can give you guys a million videos on exactly what's in Shakeology. You're going to hear people talk bad about anything, but somebody might be selling this product or that product. I know more about Shakeology and those superfood ingredients than just about anybody in the world. And I would give that to not only my parents who do take it, I would recommend it to anybody. There is no substitute for everything that it has in it. All the superfoods, prebiotics, antioxidants. The key is the superfoods, by the way. I mean, that's it. They basically grab these rare superfoods from all across the world that in some places it's very hard to harvest, and it wasn't very easy to get tribes to actually let us cultivate it with them. But Darren O'Lean is phenomenal, and it was able to. That's where the price comes from. Is that we've had to cultivate it from all around the world. So Shakeology, lose weight, reduce junk food cravings. It's got fiber and probiotics, increase your energy, feel healthier. Prebiotics, probiotics, fiber. I mean, I could go on and on and on. Those of you guys that take Shakeology, you know, it's not magic. it works. You could see what it has in it. Obviously, coach commission. When you sell Shakeology, you get a 25% discount, and as a coach, you get a 25% commission, and as a coach, you get a 25% discount on Shakeology. Brings it from $129.99 to $97.49 for a bag. This slide on the right compares Shakeology to a big salad, white chocolate mocha with syrup, and then bulk shopping at Costco. And as you can see, per calories, it is amazing how much you get from all of that. I mean, it really is. It's such dense nutrition in such a small amount of calories. 70 superfoods, 16 grams of protein, 7 grams of good sugar attached to fiber. People are like, oh, I'm worried about the sugar. It's good sugar. There really is nothing else that compares. And it's $426 for customers, $326 for coaches. The truth is, which is the reason why I really get so passionate about Beachbody and then becoming a coach, is that we have a ridiculously major problem. 2 out of every 3 adults is obese or overweight. 1 out of every 5 kids. I mean, that is just scary. I think it's actually 2 out of 5 now. And unless we take it seriously now and we hold ourselves accountable and we step out of our comfort zone and make it our life's mission to start to make good decisions and then recommend it to other people and not worry about the social oppression of other people that might say, oh, what are you doing? A network marketing company? Or, and be proud of it, because this really is the real deal. So the truth is, we are ending the trend. You're going to see all these transformation photos. And the truth is, it's because it works. The success is not in the visual. The success is the way that you see them smiling in the after photos. That's the amazing thing, is that these people have learned to become emotionally stable and get emotional intelligence about being more mindful when they eat and learning when they fall off track, learning when they make mistakes. And that's the key. The success doesn't end in the after picture, and it never will. It ends when you start inspiring others. So Beachbody, obviously, they have something for everybody. From PiYo, which is Pilates yoga, to the portion control system of 21-day fix, T25, which is 25 minutes a day. A lot of the programs have really, hold on, let me get Fiona. Here. A lot of the programs, they've really consolidated them into less than 30 minutes or 30 minutes or less. And that's really answered the time problem for people. What they've realized over the last decade, from when P90X, which is like 60 to 90 minutes, is that you can get the same results in less time. Now, a lot of people say, well, do you need to be doing these fitness programs forever? And the truth is no. At the beginning, though, it is important that you follow a program so that you can actually commit to it. There's something in the commitment. And that's really important. What we find is a lot of moms end up doing all the programs with their kids, and that is just an amazing thing to see. In the center, which Brooke and I both did, which was amazing, the Ultimate Reset. It's a 3-week vegan detox, which cleans you out. We've had people lose ridiculous amounts of weight, and for Brooke and I felt amazing, and the recipes were great. It was a great fun challenge. And that's something that I really recommend for everybody at least once a year. 3-day refresh on the upper right is a newer product. That's basically their 3-day detox, which people, if you're getting a start onto your programs, to start with that detox. A lot of people lose a quick 7-8 pounds. And again, I don't use that. The weight is kind of a superficial thing, but what it is it's a benchmark, and you have to actually set a goal so that you can see, so that you have something to shoot for. Beachbody actually just recently came out with something called the Performance Line, which is amazing. It's going to have a new pre-workout, post-workout, and I can talk about that later. So the mission, we help people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy, fulfilling life. If you see, all these people are Beachbody coaches. They're of all ages. So a Beachbody coach, we're not fitness professionals. We are not Beachbody. We're not beach models. We are people that care. The way that you're successful as a Beachbody coach is by understanding and having a deep sense of passion for other people, and understanding that at the core, it's our health that gives us our happiness. And if we don't take care of our bodies and cherish the temple that we're given, then in the end, we will crumble when we are on our deathbed. And this is about stepping up to the plate and providing and being an example and saying to ourselves, I don't care if I'm 15 years old or 55, it is time for me to live my life and love my body and my mind. So that's a great example, by the way. So obviously, this was a huge reason for us, the peer support. Every one of these events that we go to, it is amazing to be surrounded by thousands and thousands of people that they feel empowered. They feel invigorated. These are people that currently have full-time jobs, people that have quit their jobs, people that are stay-at-home moms. It is like a community like no other. So what is a coach? You do not have to be a fitness and nutrition expert or already at your goals or an experienced salesperson, but you should share how people can change their lives and achieve their goals, committed to being proof the product works, which means that you're working out, drinking Shakeology, and improving and developing yourselves. Now, I know that like Lizzie on this call, she can't drink Shakeology because of an allergy, but guess what? She's very easily proof the product works because she believes in the Beachbody mission and structure, and she is very easily able to recommend Shakeology to other people. And the answer is why? Because she asks questions. She's developed trust and credibility through who she is, and she asks questions to people, and then she makes a recommendation based on what people need. That's it. So again, what do you do as a new coach? You focus first on living fit and sharing your journey. You use products and share experiences. You get more social. You make new contacts and followers online and in your community. And then you set up these private accountability groups, these challenge groups via Facebook. What we do is we have a structure where we encourage everybody at first to set up these like free 5-day clean eating groups. We have all the posting and everything. So it's like you don't even need to create that. And so it's free value for people. And whoever wants to join, the sponsor, whether it's me or whatever coach sent you here, they will guide you and lead you through those first accountability groups. And if one person shows up or 100 people show up, that's success, because it means that you're moving your way towards helping other people. And then when those people see the value, you're going to start to develop relationships with those people. And then you're going to find out if Beachbody's programs might have a need for them. And then the education and personal development, we've got it all. The training, our training program is second to none. You don't have to know everything at the beginning. You don't have to know anything now. And 18 months later as myself, you just have to know where to find it. And it's about a chain of command. And then invite others to look at coaching, other like-minded people, other people to say, why is it interesting me? And why might it interest other people? So who can be a coach? Anyone who wants to be a part of something bigger in health and fitness. So the benefits of being a coach, you can set your own work hours. You can focus part-time or full-time, build online or in person, and you can share your passion and attract people. Brooke just quit her full-time hygiene job because she is now going to be a full-time coach. And you say to yourself, wow, she must have been doing really well as a hygienist. And to be honest, financially, she is doing better with, she's doubling her salary as a Beachbody coach with the team that she's built, the team that we've built. But you don't feel like it's work when the hours are your life's passion. So people set their goals. I want to be a full-time coach by next year. I want to be, and don't get me wrong, is that, we discuss with people that it is hard work at the beginning. It's something that pays off for the rest of your life. So how do you make money? You make money on your products, okay? So on direct commissions, so if you sell like a P90X, you make $29.96, Shakeology $32.49, and then fitness, for instance, something like 21-day fix, you make a 25% commission on the direct commissions. And then you also make commissions on the challenge packs. The Beachbody challenge is basically that's the complete package. A challenge pack is a 30-day supply of Shakeology, as well as a fitness program or the Beachbody On Demand, the new streaming workouts. The reason why, and you get that at a deep discount. Why do they bundle that together? Because success comes when you combine a fitness program and nutrition and support together. That's where you get the success. And the research supports it. The percent of people that just buy a fitness program and not anything else and succeed is ridiculously low. It's another reason why they created coaches. So those first two reasons, if you focus just on direct sales, and for a lot of people in small towns, your initiative is basically about, direct sales. That's what you're kind of used to. You will never make it in direct marketing, in network marketing, relational marketing. Again, the way that you really live your life with purpose and be a successful network marketing professional is by developing relationships with people, sharing your story, and finding out what people need. So the way that you really earn money, long-term residual income, is through team bonuses, and you build a team. So your coach sponsors up here, and so this would be you. That's why we tell people that immediately you sign up for business reasons, your spouse, and then like Brooke signed up her mom and dad, because I signed Brooke up, but she signed her mom and dad up immediately, became an Emerald coach. And on the next slide, I'll explain why. But the way that you earn money from the coaches that you directly sponsor, but you also earn income on the coaches that they sponsor, plus the coaches placed by your sponsor in the teams that had joined before you. So it's a true team bonus program. And it's something called cycle bonuses, which we're not going to go in here. But as you can see, all these coaches that are slowly building from the different coaches that signed up under the husband or mom, is that all builds volume, which means you're helping more people. And so like Brooke and myself, we've started to transition into helping our team build and helping them build their teams. We want people to be independent of us as soon as possible. And that's where the branching off effect occurs. So the customer lead program is, if you're an Emerald rank or higher, Beachbody gives you customers, free customers. Over 60,000 new customers are added a week, and they're issued out on a cycle to the next Emerald active coach. So the key is get Emerald as soon as possible, because now that there's Beachbody On Demand, like this past week, I got 3 new customers. So there's, again, we're not going to go into leads, but you definitely have to be an Emerald coach, and there's 2 other minimal requirements, but those are free customers that you call up, and basically you're a pointer. You're basically a helper. Hey, this is who I am. I want to introduce myself. I want to let you know that I'm your free team Beachbody coach. I'm here to answer any questions, maybe give them some free value, some things on the Beachbody website that you like, and that you're there to answer any questions. You give some free value to them, and I've had several that are now my coaches and that are in challenges, that kind of thing. I always pick up the phone, and it's great. They're free customers, free leads. So how do you get started? I'm actually going to go past this because we're going to have another slide on this. Obviously, the rewards, trips, recognition. When you, with challenge packs and selling Shakeology, that's how we earn money for the Success Club trip. We just got back from Mexico, completely paid. Our trip next year on our cruise, completely paid. And that's awesome, because and almost everybody on our team, it's us and our spouse that are all signed up. Even if the spouse is like a silent person and one spouse is working the other person's business, it's a free trip every year, which is awesome. And every trip is just so fulfilling. So the support is there. When we started in December of 2013, Brooke and I had no support. We were on a dead leg. So we had to build everything ourselves. We had to build ourselves in social media. We had to learn. We had to seek out people that were doing it right. And, Wayne Wyatt, who was one of the first people, he was a top coach, I think in 2009 or 2010, 2011. He's an orthodontist. And I had a conversation with him, and I said, Wayne, I see that you were top Beachbody coach 2 years in a row, and you're an orthodontist with several practices. I'm a pediatric dentist. Is this real? one conversation with him, and I realized that this was the real deal. This really is a way to change people's lives. And so through him, I got into a 60-day training program, and I started to realize all the ins and outs, but we basically had to search for everything ourselves with no help. Now we have a huge team of about 1,000 coaches that you're going to be joining into. Our TNT Nation team, every single person, we've got no negativity. It's all positivity. And it's a lot of women, mostly women, that really empower each other. I mean, it really is amazing. And so not only do you get the training and tools and communication that are given to you on the Beachbody website, but you get everything that, and I'm going to give Brooke 99% of the credit, because that girl is a freaking rock star with her system and how she trains new coaches. You're going to be getting all that. So what are the options? Of course, the first option is I'm ready to join and I want to help others achieve their health and fitness goals, and you sign up as a coach. Some people are like, well, I want to work on myself. I want to see what the structure is first, and I'm ready to join a challenge group because I want to achieve my own goals first. And if you join as a coach, if you purchase a challenge pack, the enrollment fee of $39.99 is free. You get your first shipment of Shakeology, the fitness program, a 30-day free trial of the Beachbody Club with Beachbody On Demand, which is the streaming workouts that you get 24/7. There's I think like 900 different workouts. Another option is you just purchase Shakeology on Home Direct, and then you pay the $40 coach enrollment fee, or you could just purchase a fitness program and then pay the $40 enrollment fee. As you can see, obviously the smartest thing is to purchase a challenge pack, because the enrollment fee is waived, and it's good for the first month to really, you want to see what the structure is and why people get so much success. And some people say, well, what do you do with Shakeology HD if you're allergic? Then you can get packets, and then you can sell them as samples every month, and that is enormous for me. I'm always asking people and following up, and I'm happy to give out samples. So there's a business services fee for $15.95, and that includes them setting up 4 websites for you, and all the customer service, all the support, all the marketing. By the way, that marketing, if you haven't noticed, there's always an infomercial going on 24 hours a day, and that is all for you for free leads. It includes all the training, and then Success on Demand is a tab in the Beachbody online office that is amazing personal development. Again, a lot of free value. And media promotion and brand awareness. I mean, everybody knows P90X and all those. Everybody knows Sean T and T25. So if you join as a customer, again, you can purchase a challenge pack, or you can just get Shakeology on Home Direct or a fitness program. Those are the most common options. And so this is basically some things that I want you, whether it's myself or somebody else, what did you like most about the presentation? Does Team Beachbody feel like it's a fit that could help you achieve your goals? And what options appeal to you, coach or customer? And don't feel obligated. I really wanted to share this with you guys so that some of you guys can get an idea of what it is that we do. Let me close this because I want to show you one more quick. This is Miguel Carrasco, and his story. Honestly, I watched this, and this what made me turn from thinking of this as just something on the side to I'm going all in.
My name is Miguel Carrasco, and my parents immigrated to Canada. I'm 34 years old, and I've been a Beachbody coach now for 17 months. Before I became a Beachbody coach, I worked for almost 16 years in the software development field. Financially, I guess my career and all that was actually going really, really well. Health-wise, things, I guess, weren't going that well. I didn't realize it, but over the years, I started gaining weight. I started gaining about 5 pounds a year until I got to the point where I was about 232 pounds. The breaking point for me with my life was one day I picked up my son at daycare, and when I got in the car, my left hand started feeling kind of numb. By the time we got home, it kind of started creeping up my shoulder. I told my wife, and she's like, well, you need to get to the hospital right away. I got to the hospital. They hooked me up to some blood pressure monitors, and a doctor came out immediately, rushed me in. That moment, I looked up into the ceiling, and I just So I'm like, why me? Like, what's going to happen to my kids? Like, as a sit, and I didn't know what was going on. I've never been so scared in my life. So in 2012, in about July, I ended up watching a commercial on TV for Turbo Fire and P90X. My wife loves infomercials, and she said, well, why don't you buy it? About a week and a half later, they both showed up at the door. So after the third day of doing P90X, I thought, okay, this is too hard. I can't do this. And I went upstairs, and my wife's like, what are you doing? And I said, I can't do this. This is way too hard. It's too hard of a workout. And she's like, why don't you try Turbo Fire? The next day, I decided to open it, and I'm so thankful I did. And I put it in. After about 5-6 minutes of doing it, I just really liked Shalene Johnson and how motivational she was and inspiring, and it was what I really needed at the time, someone to believe in me. After a month, I lost almost 25 pounds, and then at the end of the program, I'd lost almost 52 pounds doing Turbo Fire. I felt like I could do more, and so then I started back on P90X. Fast forward a few months, I had lost almost 70 pounds. So when I would meet with people, I had lost so much weight, they would ask me, well, what's the program? How do I get a copy of it? I'd help them along the way, too. They'd have questions. Do I follow the schedule? Do I follow the meal plan? I was naturally becoming a coach without even realizing that I was coaching. Some of my friends said, hey, Beachbody coaching's opening in Canada. You should really become a Beachbody coach. It became interesting because I realized the potential for the business. So in the first 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks of being a coach, I became the first time in coach in Canada. So after my first coach summit in 2012 was really when I realized the potential that was there for Beachbody. Meeting with all the top coaches and getting to talk to them one-on-one was a game changer for me. I came back with so much energy. I came back with so much knowledge from Coach Summit that I just realized that this could become $1 million business if I treated it like $1 million business. So it was about 12 months as a Beachbody coach when I realized that I could potentially leave my full-time job and become a full-time Beachbody coach. And so at that moment, I kind of realized that I was making enough income to replace my full-time income. More the issue was, could I sustain this level of growth with Beachbody? And as the months went on, it just kept exploding and growing further. The most rewarding thing as a coach has been to be able to spend time with my kids at home and actually leaving my other full-time job to be a full-time Beachbody coach, because I can set my own hours. I've seen my daughter push her first tooth. I've been there to help my wife. Just recently, my son celebrated his 6th birthday, and we decided that we were going to surprise him at school. My wife stayed up all night, made Hulk cupcakes, so I showed up at the school, and I just got to see him walk in and just, seeing his, sorry, I was going to cry a bit, but seeing his eyes light up and just seeing me there was amazing. And that was a life-changing moment, just to realize that I now had the opportunity to decide when I wanted to be there for my family for the first time ever in my life. My big goal is now, I guess, would be to retire my parents. And I've always wanted to buy them a property right beside us and be able to experience life with them. That'll be a huge, huge thing for me that I thought wouldn't have ever happened, to be honest. And now I see it happening. Becoming a Beachbody coach is the best decision you'll ever make if you want to become the best version of you that you can be.
Okay. So I'm going to close this. I mean, I absolutely love that story. I'll kind of close with this and say that there's so much that becoming a Beachbody coach that has done for us, because in order to be successful, you have to be personally developing every single day. So we're always reading new things. We're finding new ways to share our story, but to bring an impact on people's lives, but to improve our emotional intelligence, because the world, there's just so much negativity. And so how can you find a way to react to events that happen in your life? When you look in the mirror and you're 50 pounds overweight, instead of being depressed, saying, okay, guess what? This is part of my story. Why did this happen? Let's set a goal. And then when that goal happens, then you ask yourself, and then if you met that goal, say, well, was that unrealistic? Or did I not do something right? Okay, all right. It's about the journey. Let's do something else. And what I realized was, as we teach this to other people, that's what brings people solace. That's what brings people purpose. So regardless of the fact, and I still get and the fact that Brooke and I are making very good incomes with Beachbody, and we came into this, where pretty much financially independent for what we thought, but we weren't living life with purpose. And it's amazing when all of a sudden every day we wake up and people are like, well, don't you work all the time? You've got 2 full-time jobs. It's not work when you feel like you're living with purpose. You find the time when it becomes an absolute addiction. The difference, by the way, is that when you find whether it's in network marketing, something like Beachbody, where you're serving other people and you're finding other people and you're sharing your story, if you do it slow and steady, and this is an interesting thing, is that it always kind of becomes, how am I going to fit it in? But because it becomes such an addiction in terms of seeking out people and how can I be better than I was yesterday, you go through spurts. And some of the greats talk about how you go through these like 20 or 30-day spurts where you dedicate a ridiculous amount of time to it. But what that does is that, in essence, ends up paving your way for the rest of your life. Why the majority of Beachbody coaches, or really network marketing professionals, don't succeed is, number one, they may not believe in the company, and they may not have support around them or the training to understand. But people don't, especially professionals like myself, this doesn't make sense to us. The fact that we've got to create our own path doesn't really make sense to us. The fact that you've got to be, the way that you succeed is by seeking out other people that may need let me rephrase that. By seeking out people that are unfulfilled and you can offer them just a little bit of a helping hand. There's just so many things that I could put into words. And financially speaking, the fact that you can fire your boss, the fact that you can spend time with your kids, and that you can stack your business centers with your spouse and then your parents, and basically create all of their retirement incomes, which Brooke is already doing, and now I'm slated to do. That's like the ultimate of giving back. And the fact, when you succeed and you push hard past the fear and basically anything that has stopped you, like the fear of rejection, stepping out of your comfort zone and meeting new people, trying new things, and doing the impossible, and doing whatever it takes because you believe in the mission and you believe in the passion. With our tribe, do you realize what that shows to your children? To me, that is amazing, that you will never give up. Now, there's a difference, because I see a lot of people put the work in, and yet there's like, I'll never give up. But it's all it is just busy work actions. They're not stepping out of their comfort zone and establishing communication with people. But if you do it where it's truly fulfilling, Beachbody coaching is the best thing that's happened to Brooke or myself and our community. And it's just, we're just so blessed to have all of you guys, in on this call. And I hope that I was able to shed some light on what Beachbody coaching is, and the fact that we are so much more than just the distributors of the Beachbody products, which are amazing. The nutritional line is amazing. The fitness programs are amazing. But the success comes in us. The success comes in the tribe that is surrounded by Beachbody. And that's what we've created with TNT Nation. So I am going to, if anybody has any immediate questions, then you guys can ask it now. I'm not sure I can figure out how to unmute people, but hold on. Okay, I'm going to put it in Q&A mode where it says attendees can unmute themselves. And we got about 5 minutes. And otherwise, I will be open for questions. You can message me or anything of the sort. So I'm going to put it in Q&A mode here for a minute. And if not, then this will be recorded so that you can share this with your spouses or friends or whatever. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this.
All attendees are muted and may unmute themselves by pressing *6.
Okay, so you guys are unmuted. And so does anybody have any questions? Or you can unmute yourself, sorry. Okay. A couple people actually have messages, but they're ghosted, so they can't leave a message. Okay, guys. Well, let's end it here because it is 8:54. And again, this will be recorded. So I will send everybody the recording and shoot me a message and let me know if you enjoyed this and if you've got any questions. So I hope that you guys, let me just, okay. All right, guys. Have a good night.